All right, what's going on, guys? Hope you all are having a good day. So, 343 are actually back in the studio now, and they have broken their silence, and we've got a lot to talk about today as far as what's updating in Halo. We've got some new weapon changes and rebalances, also some fixes for Big Team Battle and other game modes, and just generally plans that are going to be in Halo Infinite moving forward. So, it's going to be a lot to unpack in this video. Luckily, most of this stuff is covering all of the, really big issues that Halo Infinite's had, and we're going to discuss and unpack everything that's within those. So I hope you guys do enjoy the video today, and if you do, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Around 85% of my viewers are not currently subbed, and we're getting very close to 500,000. If you want to stay up to date with Halo Infinite, then this is the place to be. So before we dive into all that stuff, I just want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor of the video. Bespoke Post is an amazing service for people who actually touch grass every once in a while and care about quality. I received my first box of items, and I was genuinely so impressed with the accuracy and the quality of each product. And the best part is, all of these items are extremely practical. I literally use this bag to travel, this utility box, and also the knives I received are just great to have around the house for opening packages and stuff. But you can tell the quality of each individual item is beyond top notch. So the way it works is you'll take a short preference quiz to gauge what kind of items would be a good fit for you, and you'll get a preview of each item you'll receive in the box every month, and you can pick and choose them at your leisure, or you can swap out items or completely skip out on the month if you want to. It's free of charge to do that, and everything's completely customizable. You only pay for what you pick, and the range of items you can get from quality under the radar brands is actually insane, and there's literally something for everybody here. All new subscribers will get 20% off their first box using the code CHOPPER20 and using the link in the description. So go check out what they have to offer, and thank you very much to Bespoke Post for sponsoring this video. So getting started here, 343's community manager actually released this really big statement about what they were doing with Infinite over the holidays. Apparently they were working on Big Team Battle the entire time basically the holidays were underway. Now there's a lot to read here, so I'm not going to read this entire statement. I'm just going to basically briefly summarize everything that was mentioned. Big Team Battle, they are completely aware that it's broken, and again, like I said, they had a team working on it the entire time to try to get a hotfix out, and it seems like at this point they do have a fix for Big Team Battle to make sure that it's functional for not only solo queuers but also bigger teams as well. In this blog post, they mentioned that Big Team Battle was, of course, the #1 priority, but that doesn't mean they have forgotten about other situations like the cheating epidemic that is starting to grow a little bit bigger in Halo Infinite. I'm starting to run into cheaters fairly regularly now, which is a bit concerning, but they are working on a stronger anti-cheat and also some changes with ranked, and then also the desync issue, which is another one that's been cropping up a lot lately, are all being worked on simultaneously. But as far as priorities go, they were definitely working on getting Big Team Battle sorted out first. But it looks like that update or that hotfix, however they're going to implement it, is pretty much good to go. So we should be seeing that mode functional very soon. In terms of other updates, it looks like we're actually getting some weapon patches and rebalances as well. Now, one of the 343 devs had been tweeting about what they're going to be doing with weapons, and he didn't mention everything they're changing and how the weapons are going to be adjusted in their current form. However, the one he did mention in particular is the Mangler, and this has kind of been going around the community a little bit. The Mangler will be getting some kind of rebalance or nerf, and many people are wondering what is that exactly going to look like in the form of a damage nerf. Maybe the melee damage will be slightly less strong, something like that, or perhaps the rate of fire will be slower. We're not entirely sure the specifics on this, but the Mangler is going to be getting a rebalance, as they do kind of agree that is a little bit too powerful right now, and this is kind of a controversial change. I've seen a lot of the community be very mixed on this, but what this does is certainly present the open question, what else is going to get rebalanced if we know for sure the Mangler here very soon is going to be getting tweaked? To be honest, I think most of the weapons in the game are in a pretty good spot. I did have my list of suggestions of weapons that I would change, and specifically things like the Stalker Rifle, maybe even the Ravager, but I'm waiting to see a full patch notes list or full update of all the weapons that are changing before we get too deep into that. But I do want to let you guys know that weapon balances are coming. I'm not sure how extensive they are going to be though. Now, the updates for the Big Team Battle fixes, also potentially new game modes, we talked about these before. Multi-team and potentially even 2v2 is coming to the game as playlist at some point, but these are looking to be slated for sometime mid-February, it's looking like. Also, for those of you who did not see my video on the last set of leaks that released, it looks like we're getting a ton of new game modes, whether all at the same time or separately, we're not sure, but things like VIP and Infection are coming very soon, and all of the assets for even extraction and things like that are already in the game. The badges are there, the assets are pretty much good to go, so I would expect these at any point during the game's life cycle, and possibly even in this February update that they keep hinting at. It's unfortunate because 343 is somewhat disorganized in terms of communicating, what they're working on and what the timescale for a lot of these things are. And while I was doing my research and looking around a little bit, I saw some evidence of people suggesting that Forge mode is going to be dropping in Season 2, but from everything I've been able to gather, and especially their statement today that we saw on Twitter, and then the one that we reviewed about Big Team Battle, it looks like they've got way more on their plate before they can fully implement Forge mode. If anything, it's looking like Season 3, in my opinion, at the very earliest. As of right now, it looks like their focus is primarily on fixing the modes that already exist before adding new ones, and to be fair, I have to give them credit in the sense that they are actually genuinely listening to feedback. It's just a matter of implementation that is the tricky part. In my opinion, Halo Infinite desperately needs new weapons to be added to the mix and also new maps, but we'll tackle that in a second. For the moment, you may have seen a few leaked weapons that are coming to the game, and in particular, the Covenant Carbine model is found in the game. However, you cannot access it. It doesn't have any first-person animations as of yet, which we talked about, but one that you actually can get in the game is the Fuel Rod Cannon, and I'll put some pictures up on screen so you can see what it looks like. Apparently, it is absolutely cracked. This is just one of many of a ton of classic weapons that people want to see in Halo Infinite. It's kind of stunning to me how many weapons in Halo actually exist, and the, I would say, relatively small amount that we have available in multiplayer. Granted, as I said earlier, most of them are well balanced and implemented, besides the Mangler that's going to be getting a nerf and everything, but for the most part, I would say that there's a lot more room to add either brand new guns or previous weapons from other Halo games, specifically the Fuel Rod Cannon, which we'll probably be seeing very soon. But beyond those gameplay changes, we'll go over the details as soon as 343 actually announces some sort of official roadmap, which I do expect in the, relatively near future. But I want to take a look at a few upcoming, store items and also changes to the bundles and everything. So keep in mind, some of these are still subject to change, but they're definitely worth looking at regardless. So I'll put a few of these up on screen. Some, new visors that are going to be coming, ideally with Season 2. Some new store bundles that we should be seeing in the relatively distant future. Some other armor pieces like knee pads and additional items as well. Again, slated for Season 2 for the most part. We don't know exactly what's all coming in this February update once Big Team Battle, is going to be fully fixed with this new patch, but it's good to get a rough idea of what will be added to the game, even though some of these could change or potentially may not even be added to the game at all. Aside from that stuff, in terms of new events that are coming, obviously we have the Tenrai event that is active right now, but we have some new ones coming up as well. So the Cyber Showdown event is coming to Infinite on January 18th, and it's going to run through the 31st, and then the Tactical Ops, this event will be running from February 8th to the 21st, so this is still a little bit of a ways away, and we don't know the rewards or armor sets and items that are coming with it, but we know this is roughly what the operation is going to be called. So for the most part, I feel like all of this new stuff coming to Infinite and all the changes that are being made are a net positive for sure. I just feel like 343 isn't the best at clearly communicating a lot of these things, or at least having all of the info in one place. I feel like I have to go to a million different sources to gather all the information and put it together for you guys in a relatively cohesive video. I feel like specifically things like weapon balancing and changes coming to anti-cheat and also fixes for Big Team Battle, all this really important stuff is kind of hard for the, casual Halo Infinite fan to find, and I'm just trying to make sure that this stuff is not only easy to find, but it's come across clear and you guys know what to expect for this game, because I feel like, the player base right now on Infinite has been pretty stable, although there has been somewhat of a decline. That's just natural with every single game, but I feel like a lot of the players that are, very invested right now would appreciate just being in the loop about what's happening, and to some degree, I feel like I'm taking up that responsibility, which is completely fine. I hope you guys do enjoy, getting your updates for Halo Infinite here, but I am hoping that 343 are able to get their thoughts a little bit more organized, or at least have a lot of this information in one place. But either way, I'm going to be able to find it myself, and I will make sure to put it together in video so that you guys can just come to one place and, see exactly what's happening. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for the video today. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Are these changes coming what you wanted out of Halo Infinite, or if there's anything else that you feel like they're missing that they need to be working on, let me know what that is down below. And of course, a lot of specifics when they do release some kind of roadmap, I will be sure to update you guys here as well. But anyways, hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Also, I stream on Twitch if you don't follow me. Link to that's in the description. I'm probably live right now, actually, by the time you're watching this video, so go click on that and see if I am. Come say hi. But anyways, have a good one, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy, and peace out.